Welcome to another episode of BangBets Daily. Today is Tuesday, November 28th, and in this video, we'll be going over our NBA slate for today. Let's get into it. All right, let's see how we did last night before we get into today. We had the 76ers laying a 4.5. That was easy peasy. And you know, man, I really had a feeling that they would win that game by double digits. I should have bet it. Then we had the Pacers laying a complete dud against the Blazers at home, 13-14 point favorites, lose the game outright. I've said it in a previous video that I'll never back the Pacers again, and I think this time I'm going to stick with it. They are officially on the ban list. It'd be different if they won the game, 6 or 7 points. Okay, I can understand that, but to just go out there and flat out lose, I can't get down with y'all no more. No thank you. No more Indiana Pacers on the ban list. Wizards, man. I psyched myself out of this game. I had the Wizards on the money line. I was looking into taking the Wizards to win by 10 because I just had a feeling that they would. Because the average NBA margin is about 7 to 8 points. So a 10-point victory isn't that uncommon. We got two garbage teams. I just felt like the Wizards had a little more life than the Pistons. And that's exactly what happened. I should have bet it. Either way, we went 2-3 on the day. Not a bad night. First up, we got the Brooklyn Nets hosting the Toronto Raptors. Spread sitting at 1.5. Total sitting at 222.5. Raptors coming in 8-9, 11th in the East. Lost their last game by 3 points against Cleveland in Cleveland. Nets coming in 8-8. 10th in the East on a 2-game win streak, winning their last two against the Heat and the Bulls. And I'm not gonna lie, man, I kind of like the Nets lately. I like what I've been seeing from them. Raptors haven't really showed me a whole lot. I can't say I've watched a whole lot of Raptors basketball this season thus far, but when I have, they're not impressive. They haven't showed me anything for real. But let's look at the numbers. Points per game wise, Brooklyn coming in 11th, Toronto's at 19th. Pace wise, 22nd and 17th to Toronto. Offensive rating, 23rd versus 9th to Brooklyn, and defensive rating, 21st to 10th to Toronto. That is one thing about Toronto. They do have some length, and they are going to play pretty solid defense. I just don't know if they can score enough. I know this Brooklyn team can score, but either way, give me the Nets on the money line at home to take care of business. I feel pretty good about this pick. Getting behind Mikal Bridges and Dinwiddie up against Scotty and Siakam rather. I think they can get that done for us. So give me the Nets. Next up, we got the New York Knicks hosting the Charlotte Hornets. Total sitting at 222.5. Spread sitting at 11.5. Charlotte coming in 5-10, 12th in the East. Lost their last game on the road against Orlando. Knicks coming in 9-7, 6th in the East. They lost their last game as well against Phoenix at home by 3 points, 116-113. I really like that for the Knicks here in this matchup. They have a clear advantage. The bookies know it. That's why the spread's sitting at 11.5. And on top of that, the Hornets' best player, LaMelo Ball, left their last game early with an ankle injury. And everything I'm reading right now as I'm recording at 4 a.m. for you guys on Tuesday is that LaMelo is unlikely to play Tuesday. And the moment they officially announce him out, I'm telling y'all, this line is going to jump to like 13 or 14 or something stupid. So get it while you can, man. I really like the Knicks here at home, Madison Square Garden, against a Hornets team that they normally beat up on. And I think that trend will continue here tonight. Give me the Knicks laying the 11.5. In the last matchup I got for you guys, man, Cleveland Cavaliers hosting the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks coming in 8-8, 9th in the East. Lost their last game on the road at Boston, 103-113. Cleveland coming in 9-8, 8th in the Eastern Conference. They won their last game at home against Toronto. And two teams I feel like that are still kind of getting things figured out. Two teams that we expect to be a part of the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference one way or another. Let's look at the numbers here before we make our pick. We got second and 22nd in points per game, leaning Hawks. 4th and 19th in pace, leaning Hawks as well. Defensively, 14th and 25th, leading Cleveland. Hawks team, man, defense has been hurting them. And honestly, man, I just looking at this, I kind of feel better about backing Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland and Mobley and Allen versus Trae Young, Murray, Capella, and I don't know, Cogway or something. So give me the Cavs, man, at home, protecting the land, laying the 4.5. I think they get it done for us tonight. I think this is going to be a really good matchup. Probably going to be pretty tight down the stretch, and then we'll see some separation either mid to late fourth or somewhere in the third quarter. I believe is where Cleveland will start to separate in this game. Maybe sooner, so we don't have to sweat. But either way, I like the Cavs tonight. And let's check out the rest of the NBA slate just to share some thoughts, top to bottom. Chicago at Boston, spread sitting at 13.5, total sitting at 217.5. No Porzingis tonight for Boston. I don't like the Celtics and backing them with a big spread like that. Obviously, Celtics will probably win that game, but I'm just not laying 13.5. Heat Bucks. Heat probably gonna be without Bam, probably gonna be without Harrow. Not looking too good for them. But even then, Milwaukee, man, we watched them struggle with Portland and then claw their way back. I don't know if we can completely get behind them yet. And then, we got the beef from the playoffs. So I'd probably have to go with Milwaukee at home in that one. When in doubt, take the home team. Then you got OKC and Minnesota. Oh, that's not a 13.5 point spread. Sorry, it's like 3.5 or 2.5 or something. Minnesota's favorite at home. Another tough one. Just two good teams, man. Too close to call, and that's why I didn't feature it in the video. So, yeah. But if I had to take a lean, like I said, when in doubt, you take the home team. Rockets, Mavs. I think that matchup's going to be pretty interesting. If the Rockets have their pieces, I will put Dallas on upset watch because we know they don't play defense and the Rockets do play defense. So, interesting night in the NBA. Then we got my Warriors taking on Sacramento. I don't know what's going on with us, man. It's not looking good. It's not looking good in Oakland for the Warriors, but I gotta go with Sacramento here. No way I'm getting behind my Warriors in the condition that we're in right now. But I wouldn't bet it because I got respect for my Warriors, and I know Steph and Clay can go crazy at any given moment and take over a game. Will it be this game? I don't know, but I don't want to risk it. And to recap our picks for today in the NBA, we got Cleveland laying 4.5 at home against the Atlanta Hawks. We got the New York Knicks laying 11.5 at home against the Charlotte Hornets. And then we got the Brooklyn Nets on the money line at home against the Toronto Raptors. If you made it this far in the video, man, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. We're having a great run. NBA, NFL. Let's keep it up, man. Get at me on TikTok, at BangBets, at Lit757. We out.